welcome back to Oblivious Maximus for another episode. I'm Aaron, one of the two hosts.
I'm Ben, one of the other person, the other guy, the other guy on this. We're back in the studio. It's been a little while.
It's been weeks.
But we're here. We're chatting.
We are.
And that's what it's all about.
Yep. And we've got just me and Ben today. So here's the cue for Izzy if she wants to go wide and see that I put pants on instead of wearing
that's
shorts.
a rarity for you. Yeah.
Well, I thought we might do this angle. So
Oh, you thought more about this than me. I've been out of the house for a while today, and I went to this like costume fitting for this student film thing that I'm doing that came up randomly. And I like did the costume fitting, and it's like, oh, they also had the hair people there as well.
Yeah.
Not that my hair looks any different, but it does have like way more hairspray in it
than you would usually
I would usually have. I don't think it's really got a sheen to it, but
coming through. I shaved my head today, so if I had my hat off, it'd be blinding under the lights. But.
Yeah, we got to dull that down under these harsh fluoros. We haven't recorded for a few weeks. It's been a fair bit on.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're back. So addressing a elephant in the room, my friend Bo died, and I'm very sad about it. I'm wearing the shirt that our friend Paddy made for me to wear at a show, which was nice of him. But yeah, I talked a little bit about it. I made a little reel and talked about it, but we were just saying it would feel very disingenuous to like pretend as if something enormous didn't happen in my life.
Yeah, absolutely. It's and I suppose that's as much as important as podcasting is. Sometimes the rubber hits the road with life, and you kind of have to deal with that. So but yeah, obviously very sad times.
Yeah,
a lot of people hurting, and and I guess for us, it's that they're kind of hard law is sort of the model for what we do, and
I think obviously I've been friends with Colin and Bo for a long time. And, I mentioned in the little video that I made, but like I think Colin was like the fourth person who ever did this podcast with me when I started the old version of it, which was like, over 10 years ago now. And then Bo did it with me a bunch of times during COVID.
Yeah.
And he kind of like taught me how to do the online version of this because at least for my money, I don't know. I'm sure there were other people doing it, but at the time it felt like Bo was like one of the first people that I ever knew that jumped onto doing like Twitch streaming.
Yeah. Well, and I guess that it just felt like something that was America or people over there were a bit more on the forefront of.
Yeah. He certainly, at least from I guess the hardcore
having
community,
good internet.
Yeah. Well, that helps. But he certainly taught me how to use. This is very inside baseball, but like taught me how to use OBS, the like streaming system to do video recording and stuff, and helped me out with a lot of like the early stage version of doing this over Zoom, and then obviously when Hard Law started, that's how they did it all. So and then that. Has now turned into this enormous thing. So, it definitely was like, kind of ended up becoming like the sort of best model version of this conversation in the hardcore community, I guess.
Yeah. And I guess the types of conversations they're having with people as well. And, I think they achieved a lot and even in just a couple of episodes that have come out in the last few weeks and just some amazing body of work. So
100%. So I mean, obviously said it before, love Bo, love Harm's Way, love Hard Law. But so rip into all that. I mean, it's been really cool to see people listening to the ones that I made with him that were all about Metallica, which was very cool. That like, I'm glad people have gone in and watched them and, but, listen to Harm's Way and watch all the Hard Law stuff. It's great. I also did an episode of Hard Law and it was really fun. So, I mean, if that's any link, go listen to that and then listen to
check it out.
Zillion other ones they did. But yeah, I'll miss my mate.
Yeah. It's a tough time.
That's it. Anyway, moving on to other things we've been doing. So we didn't, well, as a result, not just of that, but also other things on in both of our lives. We haven't been in here for like probably a month now.
No, well, I guess we sort of loosely planned to kind of record a few over Comedy Fest with a few comedians and stuff. And then, it didn't feel very genuine to kind of very cheery to do that. Yeah. And it's, that I was as close as you were, but it felt like an odd time to be doing a comedy festival while that was all kind of happening and to try and make content during that time. So it was, and I guess that's where, kind of being around yourself and, but it seems like in the last couple of weeks have been fucking busy as well.
Yeah. Well,
with both of us having shows and all that stuff as well.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess like the other thing too, for me, it was like, I got to like do the things that I like doing in my life so that I don't just sit and be in my brain the whole time. Played some fun shows. I mean, also like, not to keep harping on, but like, also, thank you to everyone who's been like coming and talking to me at shows. It's really nice. And I appreciate people reaching out to me. So that's very lovely as well. But the other side of that, have done some fun shows recently. We did this Aglo music video show that we did, that I did spruik quite a bit on the podcast, which went really well.
And when was the last time you would have filmed a video clip for probably Extortion?
Yeah, Extortion filmed a music video like, I don't know, 2 years ago, but with Pablo who did this. So very easy structure being back in with him and Tom Elliott who helped out as well. So thank you to both of them for doing that for me. When will we see the video? I don't know. There's no time frame on this. Aglo's not a band that anyone's really like knocking down my door to see music videos for. So.
Nah, that content's content. We got it. Well, Pablo currently over.
He's on holidays
with every other cool cat over at Concrete Jungle.
Yeah.
That has looked like a ton of fun.
Yes.
Very envious that I'm not there.
Yeah. It was pretty funny messaging my friends from America who played it and saying like, you've gone to a place so close to Australia to play with a bunch of Australian hardcore bands and like a bunch of people that I'm friends with. So I managed to like link a couple of them up with one another via text message. So that was funny. But yeah, that looked obviously berserk. So Pablo, you're allowed to take as long as you want with the music video, mate. No pressure from.
Nah, get the laptop out. It's over.
Yeah, you went to one show. It's done. But no, the video was fun. The show was really good. Just 4 cool bands. I mean, I'm saying my own band's cool, but 4 bands that like probably aren't like any of us like the hugest band, but it was really fun and like lots of people came and it was pretty full and the Bendigo had a good time. I left my credit card there.
Yeah, had to get the call up to go and pick that up.
Had to get the call up to pay my bar tab and go get my credit card.
Yeah, leaving your credit card over a bar. When was the last time you did that?
Fucking ages ago. But also funny that Boehner of Her Nightmare, the man who's not drinking, texted me to tell me that I hadn't paid my bill. So thank you.
Got some admin you need to attend to.
Thanks, Boehner, for reminding me. But no, the show was really fun. Orc, my friends from Canberra came, sick as hell.
Tumor,
yeah. And then Grim Rhythm, a band who jokingly but also truly, since doing the podcast with them, I think I've seen them play live every week. So.
Yeah, they be playing.
Yeah.
They're almost every...
Well, I actually think I've seen them every week since we spoke to them. So.
Yeah, I know. And weirdly, they've played more than that.
Yeah, I haven't been at all the shows. But... yeah, but every band was really fun and yeah, it was just a really fun night. I did, there was some photos teasing me obviously of Pablo setting up an enormous down
key light to try and brighten it up.
Yeah, in the back area of the Bendigo. But when it comes to fruition, people will understand why, because it's teasing another music video. So that'll make sense. And then Sam from Orc dressed as Spock, and I didn't know that was going to happen. So when he when I saw him in front of me in a full Spot costume, it was very funny.
Was he always so he jumped up for...
We played this I Exist cover, and I'd already asked him if he would do that, because when I played the first Aglo show, it was with Sumaru from Sydney, and Jake from I Exist sang for Sumaru at the time. And I asked him if he would sing it, because Aglo only had 5 songs, so I needed another song to play. And Kelly played in Aglo for that show, so he knew how to play that song. So it was one less person I had to teach something to. So I asked Jake if he would sing it, and we got to that point in the set, and Jake was smoking in the beer garden, so he didn't sing it, so I just did it myself. So that was like the first time I played it. The guy who wrote the lyrics and sung on the song wasn't there to do it. And then I covered it on this EP that I did last year, and the I Exist guys thought it was funny, and so I just said to Sam, like, "Oh, come and sing this song if you can." And then he was like, "I will, but I'm dressing up." And I said, "Go for it." And he then told me that he now feels like an obligation to dress up live since doing Bloodmouth. There's like maybe some performance anxiety associated with.
He's got to cover up,
not having a costume on.
He's got to look different.
And then the funniest part that we looked at when we looked at the videos the next day, he has a Grim Rhythm shirt rolled up in his back pocket the whole time.
Really?
Yeah. So he was so pissed that he got the costume on, got the makeup done really well by Duck and our friend Kim, and then just
hit the merch table.
Hit the merch table to get a Grim Rhythm shirt real quick, and then straight on stage for Sam.
Would you say that was the funniest part of Sam's night? Or
Sam also then slept at the restaurant Thin Slizzy. So we've told everyone in Australia this already, so it doesn't matter if anyone else hears it. But
sorry, Sam.
Sorry.
But yeah, fell asleep in the pizza shop, hanging with the owner, I assume.
Yeah, he didn't just Spock his way in, but
on your Sam. On your mate.
Then the next night we played this Extortion show at Last Chance, which was super fun.
Great lineup.
Orc played again. Sam recovered from the pizza incident, got to the gig. Spirit first show. Dope as hell. Romancy up there ripping. And then, Extortion just did the thing that we do. But the show was a blast. Thanks to Last Chance for having us. They've done a bunch of these cool 10-year shows.
Yeah, and seemingly 10 years of Last Chance, and then also 25 years of Old Bar at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Which have had a bunch of crazy lineups.
Yeah.
So everyone's celebrating.
Yep. Everyone's turning old. But yeah, no, the Extortion show was real fun. We probably won't play for a while now, so it was good to do a little fun last thing before we do a record. So that'll be cool.
Look out for that.
Yeah, whenever that happens. We've demoed it, so I'm giving away trade secrets here, Powerball secrets. But yeah, I don't know. We'll do a record soon. But yeah, it's been, that was my, that weekend was total chaos for me, really. But
yeah, well, for me, it was the final week of the Comedy Fest. So weirdly had a break away from that, and then sort of went back into the Comedy Fest, did an extra show of my run, which I was stoked about, which went really well. So cheers to everyone that came out to that.
Yeah.
And yeah, big month of doing stuff.
Yeah.
And then now it's over.
Yeah. And how did you feel it went?
Good. Yeah, I feel like this year, I guess a little bit different. I think I really tried to work a lot more on the actual show, if that makes sense. I did a lot more, worked with a director, which I think I've talked a bit about on here before, but tried to really tool it up from that aspect. So I feel like every year I kind of learn a new lesson with doing the Comedy Fest. And this year I did the first half, did my shows mostly in the first half of the Comedy Festival, which is a little bit slower. I found there wasn't as much momentum in that end of the Comedy Festival. So I really had to stretch my marketing skills, which is posting incessantly. and abusing an email list that I have collected over the years. So yeah, a little bit different from that perspective. And whereas last year I did the second half, and I don't know, just found it an easier run up into the festival from my end. But yeah, I would say had really great shows. Lots of people came through. Fair few people from the pod. Yeah. So if that was you, thank you for coming along. If you're in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And then next, it's doing a show in Perth. The night before we do our live pod.
Yeah.
On the 27th, I'll be doing the 26th at Oasis Comedy Club, which is at the Brisbane Hotel in Perth. So come through to that.
Yeah. I'm going to get up our live show details on my phone while I fill airtime because I've forgotten all the details.
Well, I would say I feel like, because of the Comedy Fest, I feel like I've kind of neglected haven't been to as many shows lately, but keen to kind of it was great to kind of get out and go to a few shows, see some bands, also catch up on some releases that I haven't had this year. But hit us with the details.
So our live show, which also a funny shout out to Kyle from Living for Chaos, who has helped us organize everything, who did organize stuff well in advance, and then I think I kind of sold him out on the last podcast and said like, have you booked it? Surprise, Kyle. We're talking about it. So he listened to that and teased me about it. So thanks. Thanks for that. But yeah, so the podcast is Saturday, 27th of June at Seasonal Brewing in Perth. Doors are at 8. It's $20. And then not only us talking nonsense, the two bands, Life Cult, Sick as Fuck, and Day of Demise, also Sick as Fuck, are playing.
Hell of a night out.
Bit of HC, bit of goth, bit of chat.
Yeah,
what a night.
Bit of romantic sort of stuff.
Yeah. But, we'll do, I would say this podcast is nothing but transparent. We've prepared literally nothing.
We've thought about it.
So we have thought about it. We've prepared nothing yet, but we got time. So we got months.
Well, Brendan, who's helping me put on the stand-up show on the Friday, was like asking me yesterday, he's like, are you going to have any comics as guests? And I was like, maybe. Probably.
Got any names?
If you got anyone that's in town, let me know. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, we'll probably have some people talk. But also I think we'll do kind of what we did last time, some games, I'm definitely going to con some people into giving us free shit to give away as prizes.
Exactly. Big giveaway. We'll
probably donate some money to a charity of some kind. That's the plan with this. And yeah, we'll do like a raffle or something, but I'll figure that out and we'll tell you about it once I know more.
Just come hang.
But yeah, otherwise, I know people from Perth be listening to this podcast because they tell me every time they do. So come hang out with us at the pub. This will be the first time I think I've ever gone to Perth that hasn't been for playing live music or work.
Really?
So I think maybe went on like a hot family holiday once, but otherwise like
big family holiday.
Yeah.
This holiday.
I didn't catch up with that.
We're going over a Roddy.
Maybe we could do that. But yeah, so this will be like the first time I've ever just gone over there. Essentially, podcasting's basically a social engagement,
Yeah.
So I'm sort of just going over there for a hang.
Come hang.
Yeah.
I'm going for work.
Well, I'm claiming everything, but
yeah, it is work.
It is work.
So we've got that.
Yeah.
Come along to that. But yes, since Comedy Fest has ended, I've been
catching up on records.
Catching up on listening to stuff.
Yeah. Me too.
New Terror, sick.
The day that came, well, I've been gassed up about it anyway. The whole time I've been gassed up about it. But the day it came out, all the singles leading up, loved them. Then the day it came out, I was like, this is the perfect hardcore record. Almost every time when Terror release a record, it's a perfect hardcore record. So I reckon I listened to it at least 10 times that day. And also, like a good hardcore record, short as fuck. So just
whip through it.
Start again. Let's
hit play again.
Yep. I've ripped the shit out of it.
Few surprises on there. The Hot Water Music guesty.
Yeah. Well, I think everyone probably, and I think it's one of the great fake outs.
Mm.
Because I would assume when everyone saw Feet Hot Water Music, they were like, well, he's singing. He's going to be crooning on this Terror song. Nah.
Yeah, he yelling.
He's screaming, brother. That rocks ass.
It's hard to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Between the two. Like, they've got quite similar yells.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how it came about.
Your voice is like mine.
Let us know, Scott Vogel, or Chuck Reagan, if you're listening. Had dinner with him once.
Martine from Terror was on this very podcast. So.
Yeah. I mean, Chuck Reagan. I had dinner with him. Yeah, it was Jacksonville. 2000 and
something.
2014.
So you obviously had a great time.
Well, it was just a long time ago, and I sucked a lot of piss in that time. Me, Tyler and Busby from Luca Brasi had gone from the fest to, I think, Jacksonville afterwards or somewhere afterwards. And just went to a Mexican restaurant before the gig, and he was in there as well. Paid for it as well.
Oh.
He had to go early to the gig. He goes, boys, it's taken care of. That's not a great Chuck Reagan impression, but
sounds just like he's singing on the Terror record.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, thanks, Chuck.
Thanks for the beat, Chuck.
Good work on the Terror record. You had the Melbourne flannelette community in a chokehold there for some time.
Yeah, that's it. And new half man.
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
Fucking rocks ass.
Keldon from Aglo up there ripping.
Keldon from happy 30th for the other day, mate.
I know you're listening. That's awesome. One of the great records.
Sounds sick.
It sounds fucking awesome.
Sounds so good.
Yeah.
They've done it again.
They have. What else have I got on my list? So I've been posting about it a lot, but I'm a big mark for Zach Wilde from Ozzy Osbourne's band and now the guitar player in Pantera. He has done a band called Black Label Society for as long as I've been listening to this sort of music. And is Black Label Society a bit cringe to like? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is the branding and the marketing of the band is essentially Sons of Anarchy? Cosplay? Yes, it is. Is he one of the greatest guitar players of all time? Also, yes.
He rips.
This record is unbelievable. The new Black Label Society record, which just thinking to talk about it makes me laugh. But it'll end up probably being my like most listened to of the year. Like it is just. I was talking about it with a friend of mine who also has the same sort of like brain pattern with me with this sort of music, and he was like, I think between playing the last Aussie show, which I assume would have been like the most emotional thing on earth for Zach Wilde, and also doing like 2 years of touring playing Pantera songs as like a tribute to his dead friend. This motherfucker has just got in the lab and locked in and just written like the best stoner rock metal, like old man ass music ever. And it might be like of this guy's entire career for me, like other than the Aussie records he wrote, of this band, it's certainly their best record for me, I think.
Really?
Like it's sick as hell. I can't believe it.
I myself have not listened to this.
This biker music.
Yeah. I was more of a Mayans fan myself, but no, I'll have to check it out. What was last year? I think your old Judas Priest. Was that last year? That was kind of up there for you.
This is what I mean, and maybe this is my sister Ellie likes Black Label Society as well, and I was talking with her about how like this may be like the defining characteristic of my like age turning the like. I mean, I like the Half Man record. I'm still hip with it.
I mean, even saying that.
But yeah,
what we're saying is it's over. It's over for us.
Yeah, but man, this 60-year-old man playing guitar with this fucking fake biker vest on really got me going. Really got me going. But yeah, so I've listened to that heaps. What else is on my list? A bit not weird for me personally, but Stepmother rocker band from here, Melbourne.
Yep.
Graham from Annihilation Time and Lecturous Gaze and stuff. His new band, their record's sick as hell. It rocks. So listen to that if you like rock music.
Another one for me. Well, this was a good recommendation from our dear friend Otis the other day. Also, happy birthday! I don't think he's older than 30, but
happy birthday, Otis.
The new Station Model Violence album or post punk out of Sydney, I think, or maybe from here. I think out of Sydney. Yeah. But it's a bit of a who's who lineup of that kind of stuff. Recently played with Institute, those kind of bands, but that album. Straight out of 1984. Sounds fucking sick. Check that out.
Nice.
So thanks for that one, Otis.
Thanks, Otis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then, I mean, then when I just looked at the recently played thing, everything else couldn't be older. So,
yeah, same here. I think mine, I'm a bit stuck at the moment in sort of just listening. I mean, I think this is truly the turn, is like listening to just the same old stuff all over again.
Yeah. Actually, the new 100 Demons song is really good too, but that's another band full of people who are 100 years old. So nothing new there, really. But no, it's been. I think it's been cool. There have been a lot of shows on lately too, which I have been getting out to. You know, obviously, on top of playing and doing other things, but. It feels like that's sort of ramping back up a little bit again, which is cool.
Yeah. Well, it feels like there's, Jan is kind of pretty busy and then maybe there's a little lull and then there's been plenty of stuff on.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've got anything else that we should be listening to, you're loving, send it our way. We'll give it a spin. Not on the show because we don't want to get banned again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We made a joke the other week, not recorded, but talking about SpeakPipe.
Yeah, we haven't used SpeakPipe.
We haven't used SpeakPipe in a bit.
It's still there, I think.
I feel like the link still is active.
Let's have a look. I'm going on the gram.
Matt, is it in our links? I feel like it's in the bio. But we were saying maybe we'll start activating that a little bit more again.
I mean, if you want to send us a chat.
Yeah, voice note us, guys.
Voice note us. You can...
Don't abuse it and fart on it or whatever. I mean, do that too, but...
I mean, no, the link is not there anymore.
All right, well...
We've got to get the SpeakPipe link going again.
We'll find the SpeakPipe link again, and then when we do, we'll put it in the bio.
We could fix this by the time the episode goes up, so maybe cut this bit out, Izzy.
We've got the SpeakPipe link. It's in bio.
Yeah, hit the SpeakPipe link in the bio. Check that out.
Yeah, but, otherwise send us in some recos. Let us know what you like.
Let us know what you like.
Give me your feedback on the Black Label Society record. Let's talk about it.
And let us know some shows that you're looking forward to coming up.
Yeah.
I guess this episode's going straight up this week.
Yeah, we're going right.
We're farm to table again. So we're recording it on the Monday before it goes up. So let us know a show. We'll give it a plug.
This weekend also, the homies Jailed from Perth are playing here. So if you have the capacity to go to the Tote on Saturday, go see them. If not, and you've already got tickets because they're both sold out, Secret World are playing here with Super Heaven and Angel Dust this weekend too.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm tied up.
Yep. So
I was hoping to get a ticket for that.
Yeah, me too. So see you at the Exford across the street. Come and talk to me about hardcore, I guess.
Come and chat to us. Yeah. All right. What else we got coming up? That's kind of it.
That's kind of it for me. I'm going, address another elephant in the room. We might record a few episodes and then have a gap because
Aaron's going away.
I'm going to New Zealand for 3 weeks for fun. But probably try and do something when I get back.
I mean, we will. Crazy to, we'll probably just leave it.
It's over. No, we'll try and do a couple more before I go, hopefully.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a few solo eps.
Not bad.
Not bad.
I've done it.
Into the mind of solo.
But we'll get some done and then we'll move on. I don't have any other things going on though, shows wise.
That's kind of it. I mean, actually, I got one more show to announce. Brisbane on the July 3rd, I think.
Okay.
The week after the Perth show.
Oh, yeah.
So tickets for that are up soon. So if you're in Brisbane, I'm coming up there.
Yeah. Go see Ben in Brisbane. Yeah, I've got nothing. I mean, when this Aglo video comes out, watch it, but I'm sure I'll talk about it before it does again. So all the best.
All the best.
Otherwise, yeah, hit us in the DMs or on our speak pipe after we
hit the pipe.
Hit the pipe. Talk to us. Tell us some things you want to know about. We'll get it done.
All right.
Thanks for listening.
Catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.